Morning and welcome to another wet day in Italy. Boy, we had a doozy of a thunderstorm last night. It was impressive to see the lightning out over the ocean. Really incredible. But again, this rain day does afford me the opportunity to kind of catch up. I'm always tempted. There's always something beautiful and historic to see. There's always more things to take a picture of than is really practical. But about a week or so back, I went to visit my family in Matirano. And on the way back, I stopped at a sanctuary to St Francis of Paola. He is the patron saint of Calabria. There's a beautiful monastery there, very special. Paola is a small town, about a half hour south of Diamante. If you wanted to drive to Cosenza, which is the nearest big city, you'd go south to Paola and then turn east to go over the mountain. Just beautiful, just beautiful. And then closer to home in Belvedere is a monastery within which they keep that statue of Saint Daniele, which they brought down for the festival last weekend. But they also have the remains of Saint Valentine interned there. So for those romantics amongst you, definitely something special to see. But you will notice over my right shoulder, that is our single olive tree in our yard. It's definitely older than me. I'm going to assume it's probably past the century mark at this point. It'll start to bear its fruit, if that's the right word, sometime in November, December. The gentleman who's just helped us in every which way with the house, Natale, his family will come as they've done in the past and sort of and harvest all of that, which is terrific because I don't want to see it go to waste. I'll keep the lemons and oranges for my limoncello. But I hope you enjoy it, and again, just trying to catch up on everything. So here we go. Nestled into the hillside in the small Calabrian town of Paola is a sanctuary to St Francis of Paola. The saint was born here in 1416. He selected this site specifically as a sanctuary for his order. He was educated by the Franciscan friars, never became a priest, devoted to St Francis of Assisi. He was noted, interestingly enough, to be a vegan, and he insisted that those who joined his order abstain from eating animal meat, fish, eggs, butter, or milk. Amongst other miracles that he's credited for, he had a very tender side for animals. This is his lamb, Martinello, and St. Francis was credited for actually raising this pet lamb from the dead after workers nearby had taken him and slaughtered him for their meal. Within the sanctuary, there are relics to St. Francis. Again, the folks here revere him. Like all Italians, Mary is revered most. And you'll see within the sanctuary, within the church, is a relic for her. Going back closer to Diamante is the village of Belvedere. And you'll see at the top of Belvedere, the part of the castle, you'll see many older churches. But within Belvedere is the convent of San Daniele dei Padri Cappuccini. And on the outskirts of that, you'll see a statue of Saint Daniele, the patron saint of Belvedere, overlooking the village, offering his protection. He was obviously the focal point of the festival that I shared earlier. But interestingly enough, is within this monastery are the remains of Saint Valentine. And you can see the beautiful Tyrrhenian Sea. On this particular day when I arrived, the monastery, the church, wasn't open. But I was fortunate enough to happen on two of the monks that are there, and they welcomed me in, so I was able to take a look around. But look at the views of the mountainside. This is the rolling Calabrian hills. Again, these all back up to the Pollino mountain range. The monks invited me in so that I could see the church, see the remains of Saint Valentine. There are bone fragments, and there's a ampule that legend has it contains his blood. This is looking north from the monastery out over the water. The surrounding hillside is Belvedere Marittimo. That's looking east, back towards the mountainside. This is the courtyard inside the monastery. This is still an active monastery. The monks dedicate their lives to God. As you look on the left here, you see that center compartment is where the statue of St. Agnelli is normally housed, but it's currently empty because it's taken down to the waterfront. And the remains of Saint Valentine are stored. This is a statue of Saint Valentine. That's Padre Pio. And below the altar are the remains of Saint Valentine. Each year on his anniversary, couples can come and celebrate their respective anniversaries. Look at this beautiful church. It's beautiful in its simplicity, but it's beautiful in its woodwork. The craftsmanship is just remarkable. And in that right corner is a much smaller statue of St. Agnelli, again, patron saint of Belvedere. Mary, revered by Italians everywhere. St. Valentine. Now, before you leave Belvedere, I must insist that you try a Calabrian delight. This is something called tartufo. I've had it before in a small town called Pizzo, which is about 2 hours south of here. You've got to go see Giovanni in Belvedere. He will make it for you right in front of you. Now, what is tartufo? Well, tartufo is gelato. It's a really big ball of gelato, which is solid gelato on the outside, but with a liquid center. So I've always sort of scratched my head in terms of just how that came about. Well, here you can see gelato is shaping, the ice cream shaping the gelato ball, and then he pours the liquid into a center that he's carved out of that ball. And once he's done that, he's dropped that into a powdered chocolate and serves it over chocolate shavings. Giovanni's a wonderful guy, and unfortunately, there's unlimited calories here, but you have to try it. Thanks again. Hope you're enjoying it. Wherever you are, good night or good day.